YouTube, it's a Chorus of Earth and Prophecy, and today we're going to be looking at the New York Giants draft picks. Now, obviously, I'm not the one to say, did we win or, did we nail this draft? You know, like, I don't give my grades like that. I give my grades production wise on the field. That's how I grade these draft picks. Because you can say, oh, the Giants nailed. You know what I'm saying? Like you can say the Giants nailed this draft class, but didn't they give the Giants an A when they picked Saquon Barkley? I'm just saying. Like I'll show y'all proof that I'm not bluffing. You know? This is what they gave the New York Giants. Why is this thing popping up? Okay, so yeah, delete that. I have Xfinity. I obviously everybody around the neighborhood had Xfinity while we had CenturyLink. So that's why their computer was running so slow. But if you look at the New York Giants 2019, no 2019 draft picks, you can see what I'm talking about, right? Like they gave us an A. They really did. They gave us an A. Hold on. I gotta go back. Or was it 2019? No, it was 2020. Yeah, I went. No. Was it 2001? No, that was this year. What year was it? It had to be 2018 then. Oh, it had to be 2019. No, sixth pick. What the? Hold on. Yeah, since Saquon Barkley is an Aquarius as well. You know what I'm saying? He was born February 9th, 1997. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. There's something about the Giants and the Aquarius. This is always. But anyways, man, trying to figure out what draft class he was in. 2008. Yeah, he was drafted 2018. So how come that crap didn't pop up? I know I wasn't tripping. Okay, yes, here it goes. See, I knew I wasn't tripping. So this is the 2018 draft class. We drafted Saquon Barkley, second overall. After that, we drafted Willie Hernandez, Lorenzo Carter, B.J. Hill, Carter Leto, and R.J. McIntosh. And they gave us a on this. Saquon Barkley ran for 19 touchdowns his rookie year. He ran for 1,482 yards. He obviously ran for 8 touchdowns. Could have been 10, but his attempts was 659. You know what I'm saying? We finished 11-5, fourth in that division. Despite winning our first game in a long time, because the Giants never fare well week one. We always getting beat. So 2020 draft picks. Oh, 2021. My bad. So, yes. So these are the draft picks that the Giants have. Fifth overall, Kayvon Thibodeau. He's 6'5", 250. With the second pick, the Giants took Evan Neal. He was the best guard projected to be coming out this draft. Everybody thought he was going to go to number one. And then for 11, Waddell Robinson, wide receiver for Kentucky Wildcats. He's 5'11". The stories I heard from this guy is that he's a beast. He's better than. I hope he's better than him. But I wish he's. I wish he's gonna be. I wish he would be more consistent than Victor Cruz. You know. So yeah. With the third pick, because Odell never did anything besides his rookie year. With the what has he's actually done? He haven't done anything. He threw Eli Manning under the bus. He didn't perform when he was supposed to in the playoffs. You know, like he ran to Cleveland, didn't do well there neither with his best friend. What's that cat's name? I forgot his name. They were like best friends, in LSU, and they didn't even do anything over there. You know what I'm saying? With the third pick, they drafted Joshua out of North Carolina Tar Heels. With the third pick, they drafted Cordell Flort, cornerback out of LSU. The last time we drafted a cornerback out of LSU, it was Corey Webster. With the fourth pick, we took a tight end out of San Diego State, Daniel. With the fourth pick, with another fourth pick, I think we traded some of these picks back. We picked Dane Belton, DB out of Ohio Hawkeyes. With the fifth pick, with the third pick, with the fifth pick, we picked Mitchell McFadden, linebacker out of Indiana Hoosiers. With the fifth pick, round 5, we picked up DJ Davidson, defensive tackle out of Arizona State Sun Devils. With the fifth pick again, we traded it back twice. So Marcus McKinneth, offensive line, North Carolina. So back to back North Carolina Tar Heels. Obviously the Giants are famous for drafting Tar Heel players. Hakeem Nicks, Marvin Austin, Lawrence Taylor, obviously. And then with the last pick, we picked Darren Brevers, linebacker, Cincinnati Bearcats. So, am I going to sit here and give this Giants an A+? Probably not, because nobody has ever suited up. Nobody has yet to touch the field. I'm gonna give it till next year. I'm gonna give this Giants draft class grade next year, because there's no reason for me to there's no reason for me to give a draft class outside of Wardell, Evan, and Kayvon. Those are the only three, and Cordell. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because remember, we had 9 picks coming into this draft. We traded back twice, so now we have literally 11 picks. So most of these guys may not even make the roster. Like some of these rookies may not even make the roster. Like Marcus, he may not even make the roster. McFadden, he may not even make the roster. Daniel, he may not even make the roster. Dane, he may not even make the roster. So the only three people, no, the only four people that's gonna make the roster is Cordell, Wardell, Evan, and Kayvon. Those are the only four players that I know that's gonna make the official roster, 53-man roster. Because just there you start the roster off with 90, right? You start the roster off with 90, and you have to cut it down to. Let me see if my math is correct. You have to cut it down to 37, because 90 take away 37 is what, 53, right? So okay, so you're gonna have to cut 39 players, not even counting the supplemental draft. Were undrafted free agents. And I think we picked up like 8 or 9 players or 7 players. You know what I'm saying? So those guys mixed with these guys, I mean, that's why you have preseason. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been a lot of preseason games where the Giants look, they're firing on all cylinders, and then there's games where we start week one and then we forget how to tackle, we forget how to this and that. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. But, and I think Daniel Jones is gonna look. I think Daniel Jones is gonna have a bounce back year. Because if he doesn't, then we're just gonna have to look for a new quarterback. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We've given him too much time already. So if he isn't the guy, best of luck to him somewhere else. But if he is the guy, then we're gonna give him the extension, because obviously we got to see what we have in not Saquon, but we got to see what we have in Daniel Jones, and that's why the Giants was reluctant not to give him the max. Not the max, but not to extend his contract, because we want to see what Daniel Jones have under the scheme. You know what I'm saying? Because he's gone through so many different head coaches and so many different schemes that, not all of it is his fault. Like if he came in, like you see how Eli Manning came into the league, at least Eli Manning had who under the center? Kurt Warner, right? Daniel Jones don't have that. Well, obviously Daniel Jones did have Eli Manning, but that was in the tail end of his career. Like Eli Manning is not gonna sit here and babysit Daniel Jones. Like he may give him all the information, and he might probably say watch out for this scheme, or this is how this is how you should play the cover two, or this and that. Those are the only basic things he might probably say. But Daniel Jones and Eli Manning are two totally different quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like Eli Manning came here, booed, and then he walked out a legend. Like literally, like Giants fans actually booed his ass. And now he won them two Super Bowls. Now he's an all-time legend. But I'm gonna give Daniel Jones the reason about. I mean the reasonable, not the reason, but I'm gonna give him all the support that he wants, all the support that he needs. I know I've been critical of him in the past, but like sometimes you can only control what you can control. The Giants should have done better by surrounding him with multiple weapons. Not just giving him Saquon Barkley and just say go out there and do magic. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Giants did. Instead of, because you remember when Eli Manning came in here, he was already set. He was already set. Like look at the weapons Eli Manning had his rookie year compared to Daniel Jones. Like Eli Manning had a Hall of Fame and freaking Tiki Barber. You know what I'm saying? I know. Like Eli Manning had Jeremy Shockey. Like, come on, yo. That's why I say you can't really compare. You can't really compare Eli Manning's rookie year. I don't know why it is. Oh, I'm not connected. Oh crap. But it's whatever. Eli Manning. Nope. Must probably be raining. But yeah, man. I mean, it just wows me. It just wows me. So I'm gonna give Daniel Jones all the credit in the world. Not credit, but I'm gonna give him all the momentum in the world. And we're gonna see what's up. If he's not the answer, then you know, move on. You know, move on. But if he is the answer, I think the Giants is gonna give him a long-term deal. Now, people might say, what what is a breakout year for Daniel Jones? Just play consistently. Now, obviously, it's harder to do that, because not every Sunday he's going to play great, you know. Like one game he might have a great year game, the next game he might throw 4 picks. The previous game after that he might throw for 4 touchdowns, the next game he might throw for 5 picks. So it switches back and forth. And the only supplemental draft that we had was Sam Bill, and he was a defensive back, which he didn't even last. He didn't even last with us. We bring him. I mean, I remember we brought him back the next following year, but obviously he just didn't pan out. But yeah, man. I mean, we're gonna see. A lot of. I mean, these NFL draft experts are giving teams A's and B's left and right. Like, do they really deserve them, or they is just smoke and mirrors? Like I know 3 teams that deserves an A. You know, the Jets, the Ravens, and the Lions. They all deserve A's. The Giants, like, do the Giants actually need a defensive end? Knowing how bad our receiving core was last year, Sterling was down. Galladay didn't even play that much. Kadarius Toney was up and down. Slayton, he had the drops. So if you're gonna attack one position, or if there was one position in need for the Giants, I would probably say cornerback or a receiver, because that's how the NFL is going these ways. I mean, that's how at this rate, this is where the Giant. I mean, this is where the NFL is going. Wide receiver and quarterback combo. You know, if you look at it across the league, you're gonna see it. You see it with the Bucks, Tom Brady and who? Mike Evans. You see it with the Rams, Cooper Kupp and who? Matthew Stafford. You see it with the Chiefs. Probably Juju Smith-Schuster and Patrick Mahomes, that they can create some type of chemistry. You see it with the Eagles. Hurts and Smith. You see it with the Cowboys, Dak and who? CB Lamb. So it's a wide receiver quarterback combo league. This is not a defensive. This is not a defensive year. Now I know the NFL had the year of the defense, like back in 2005. Like if he was telling me that year, like if Kayvon Thibodeau came out that year, then I would have say, okay, the Giants had an A. But the NFL is not focused on defense. The NFL is focused on offense. And if you look at the past 5 NFL draft, no, not 5. Like if you look at the past 5 Super Bowl wins, Super Bowl teams that won the Super Bowl, all of them had one thing in common: offense. Now I'm not saying that defense don't get the job done, but If you want fireworks, if you want people to stand up out of their seats, defense is not the way to go. Unless you're trying to close out the game, obviously. But if you want fireworks, offense is the way to go. You know, and picking defensive end, and that's the thing. That's the thing about Giants fans. Giants fans they never learn from their mistakes. That's the one thing I hate about Giants fans. They never learn from their mistakes. The Giants is always injury prone when it comes to defensive ends. Tuck, OC, JPP, Michael Strahan, they all had injury bugs. Now, obviously, I believe Michael Strahan was a more durable one, but you know, he did miss what was it, 8 games in 2000 and when they went to the Super Bowl against the Ravens. He missed like 8 games due to a thumb fracture. OC, he missed 7 games, and this is me not even looking it up because the internet is still down. You know, like I can't really think off the top of my head. Defensive ends, they're good for the Giants, but then again, they were just had so many injury bugs. JPP, he missed a lot of games with back problems. You know, so I don't know. The Giants, in my opinion, I think the Giants should have went wide receiver or cornerback. You know, but we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. I wish I wish Thibodeau all the best in the world. I think he's gonna have a great rookie year. That's if they plug him in early. Because I don't think you're gonna sit like who does he have who does Kayvon have to sit behind? Nobody. It's not like the Giants have a Justin Tucker or Michael Strahan still on this team. So he's going to start day one, week one, you know? So we'll see. But like I said, I'm not going to give this Giants draft class a pick. I'm not going to give this Giants draft a grade because I want to see what this team looks like after. I want to see what this team looked like Christmas or Thanksgiving. I'm gonna see how this team looks like. Because I don't want to wait until next year. So I'm gonna give them till Christmas or Thanksgiving to see what this team look like. And then after the draft, after the season is over, that's if the Giants make the playoffs, which I don't think they will because the Giants are still in a rebuilding mode. So just give them one more year. This year and then the next year after that, just give them 2 more years, and then they'll be back in the playoff hunt. Because right now this is a rebuilding mode. We undoing everything that Rat Face and Joe Judge did. The damage that they did. We undoing everything. So the Giants might probably finish third. They might probably finish with an 8-9 record. Go 2-4 probably, beating the Redskins once, beating the Cowboys once, and then after that, stuff like that. So, like, comment, subscribe. If you're a Giants fan and you think that they nailed this draft, give me a comment down in the section down below. Give them a grade. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. I don't know, but just give them a grade on this draft class. I don't give out grades until like the end of the season for me, but like I said, I'll give them a grade mid-December. So like, comment, subscribe. But if you want my honors grade, I'll give it to you right now. My honors grade, I'm gonna give them a C+. Because not too long ago, the Giants actually fired their scouting department. One of the guys that was in charge of the scouting department. So that tells you that the Giants don't know talent. Or don't know how to draft talent the way Baltimore Ravens have. But it is what it is. But like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.